Hello, everybody. Welcome to the podcast here on a Thursday.
You can read okay there? Yeah.
It's tough. It's going to be a lot. Maybe is this going to be bad if I have to read stuff?
I think it's a vast improvement over prior shows.
Looks like shit.
What are these things? Like
antennas.
Yeah, they're not horns, but they're kind of like horns.
Yeah, I don't know what he needs with them.
They're sensory devices.
Is that what it is?
Uh-huh.
It's in case you haven't figured out, today is Halloween. It's the Halloween show. We'll go around the horn, starting with Ryan Pinder.
Oh, yes, hello, Dean.
What do we got this year?
We are a traveling Yager once again.
Right. See, I appreciate that. Even you didn't need to throw the socks on.
They're in the bag.
We'd never know.
It's true.
You
it also
to it.
looks janky waist up, so I did need to show there was
minimal,
just a little bit more than the minimum amount of effort.
Yeah, just above minimum?
Yes.
Perfect.
That's up to our standards.
Yeah. Retro, what are we sporting?
Well, being the gamer and the Fortniter that I am a Cuddly Bear team leader from
Cuddly Bear.
The illustrious Fortnite game.
It's from Fortnite.
I'm a Fortniter.
My kids were into it. They're now out of it. I've never
Cuddle
really
Bear.
You got them out?
Well, they just.
I thought this was like crack. Once you're in, you're hooked for life.
They just kind of got beyond it. I never really understood what it was in the first place.
It's you know what it is? It's the new and improved version of Street Fighter.
Oh, is it?
Yes.
I feel like that's.
Where's Blanca?
I'm not sure that's.
They have special moves.
Really?
And they hit people.
Hadouken!
Yeah, it's wicked.
And I am Boca Raton Batman. I'm Batman who's kind of let himself go.
Sure.
But he's enjoying his retirement life.
He needs the cheater glasses to order off the menu.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's
Boca Batman.
Boca Batman.
Good, like it.
Got the pineapple shirt. So
you would fit in
a
Boca
shirt there.
Wonderfully.
Yeah, you
think so?
Oh, yes.
Just having key lime pie and
bitching and moaning about taxes and shit like that.
Yeah. I thought maybe you'd put some suntan lotion on, but it's he's Batman. He's got this thing, right?
It's
so
true.
It's covered.
Yeah. Truly though, Batman has let himself go. Clearly.
It looks pretty good. It looks comfy. It looks like he's living the life, living the dream.
You know what though? It still could be a F around and find out though. You never know.
I would imagine that is the case.
Fafo.
Yeah. If he's sitting at a outdoor patio.
Yeah.
Having a few drinks.
Somebody's thinking,
hey, Batman, you look better in the 90s.
Yeah.
Thwack.
That's right. Hey, mix in a salad there, Batman. All right.
Still got.
Is it Fat Man or Batman?
Yeah. No, it's fine. I don't hear them.
Get one.
I don't hear them. Just never mind. What was his name? Clark Kent? No, that's the other guy.
That's Superman.
Bruce Wayne.
Bruce.
Just don't worry about it, Bruce. Just
Breathe,
let it
Bruce.
go.
Breathe.
Breathe.
Don't react. They want you to react. Don't let them win.
That's right. That's right.
Breathe.
Let's get into the opening statements for McLeod Law. Of course, McLeod Law, our buddies, great partners. And if you're ever in the spot, but maybe it's a tight spot, you need some help in a hurry, or it's just something that maybe it's standard practice. McLeod-law.com, Calgary based. I was watching the game again last night and you see these ads. It's like, oh yeah. Who are you guys pretending to be?
The Shoveler mentioned those.
I've never seen that building in Calgary. The hell is that?
Yeah.
What do they know about Calgary?
I don't know what you're trying to be, but I just don't like the look. I don't like the cut of your jib.
Yeah,
that's
I like
the thing about McLeod Law. Great jibs.
Great jibs.
Love those jibs.
Good cut on those jibs.
Yep, good stuff. McLeod-law.com is the website. Time for Rhett's top 5 descriptors of the Flames performance last night.
Adjectives, single words.
Yeah, sure.
Can I submit one to Rhett?
Yeah, it's his top 5.
I think it was Rhett's top 5.
He'll figure it out.
I'm going to give you a top 3 when I'm done.
Yeah, good.
Lame.
Lame. You say that again. I like the way you say that.
Lame.
Lame.
Soft.
AWFT or SOFT? Because the soft.
Ooh, like pillowy soft. Yeah, like
soft.
I don't know this pillowy soft, so just soft.
Okay.
Yeah, they both would work.
It's weird because my kid played a game yesterday and we used a lot of these words.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. Disinterested?
Yes, that's a bad one, by the way.
Don't use that one.
No,
Lame.
it's indicting,
yeah,
very
it is,
indicting.
yeah.
Like the apathy is death.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you're apathetic, look out.
Apathetic. It's kind of the same as dissent.
It is.
It's
Yeah.
we're synonyms now.
What if I got there? Lame,
Lame,
soft.
soft, disinterested.
Oh, I mean, they're very repetitive. These things are.
I had one I wanted to submit to you
Ryan's dying to jump in.
Yes, go
he wants
ahead.
in on the
because
fun.
it's a boomism, and it's now become
Do
the
it.
nomenclature of the show.
Yeah,
Goosh.
it was goosh.
Yeah, see,
Yeah, it was.
You
very
know what?
goosh.
If you could have whispered that in my ear, that would have been a great
tried to.
finish.
Yeah, that could be 2 and 1.
Yeah.
yeah.
Rhett
That
wants
can,
what whispered in his ear when he okay, never mind.
10 goals against, 1 goal for. Vladar wasn't great the other night. Wolf wasn't better last night. I was thinking, because you and Cammie did the post game last night,
Yep.
Afterburner, and I did it on whatever it was,
Monday, Tuesday
against
Monday,
Vegas,
yeah.
and I
Monday.
said to Gould, I said, I'm glad we're not doing the hardest working Flame or
Oh,
best player or top performer, because the last 2 games it would be tough.
It's role players. It's the Balls and the Lombergs and the
Lamborghini.
Kirklands of the world. That's where you can go, because those guys aren't in the league if they aren't giving it all they have.
yeah. I would say I was content with their play.
Yeah,
Maybe.
but
Kinda?
Short list.
Can we talk about them?
well, we can talk about any number of things.
TBH.
I mean, I we talked about it last night. Did anyone stand out, or was it everyone else being so damn mediocre that they just
Yeah, no
looked
one
great
played
because
well.
they
Can I
did
ask-
okay? I don't
okay,
think
let's-
anyone had a good night.
Okay, you're right. And that's back to back. And there's a bit of a trend happening. We were all excited about the start, which was great. This is what they are, though, right?
Yeah, and I mean that's why you didn't want to ruin people's parade, but you're like, it's just 5 games. Hang on.
I don't think you know what? I don't think this is what they are.
But
The results, the
okay.
results might end up being similar.
Yeah.
they'll be in the middle.
They
somewhere.
haven't worked at all.
Okay,
the
but
last
this
2
is
games.
you're right. Well, and this is what I'm trying to dig into a little bit is this, are they working?
Last 2 games they haven't.
Okay.
I thought they worked really hard against
I-
Carolina and some of those other games in there.
I mean, they've
After
got New
being
Jersey,
down
they got
3-0.
new colors, and that's the Arizona Coyotes they played last night.
Yeah, but I think
They're
they're a playoff team
older,
this
they're
year.
better.
But still,
But
it's
yeah,
not
no,
Colorado.
It's a bubble team at best,
Yeah,
right?
it's
Like
a
it's
team-
not a contender.
yeah.
Yeah, and you got snot bubbled.
They looked so much
After being snot
better.
bubbled.
Yeah,
Yes,
after you
after
came out and
saying all the
said
things
we're
you
gonna, it was bad nights. I take accountability. I'm gonna be better. No one was better.
See, these were the big issues that I was concerned about going into the season.
Mhm.
Because you could look at the lineup and go, oh, if he plays us, oh, if we can get some stops, if we can, everybody does their part. It was when the losing started and the veteran guys, that leadership started to go, oh, this is going to be a long season.
Mhm.
And you can't see game 82 from
from
October 31st.
You're
right?
just walking into the forest. You can't see the edge of the other side of the
It's
forest.
a long way off, and you're going, how do we get through this? And
They aren't there
interest-
yet, but there's going to be
Whoa,
a big chunk here, right? Like, here's the thing: like they're sitting right there, tied with a wild card, whatever way you want. Like,
I don't even think the standings, man.
no, they don't. But to Boom's point earlier, they aren't first 5 games good. They aren't going to get 950 goaltending. They're not going to have every third shot on the power play go in. They're also not going to go 0 for every 16 on the power play where they aren't getting breaks. They're generating the exact same number of chances per power play as they were before. They're just not going in.
They're not
A lot
10
of puck
goals,
luck here.
10-1.
No, but you're I know, but
But the buy-in of the veterans is key. You're
the
right.
buy-in of the veterans is key. And even if it's a 3-2 loss, if you have 6 out of 7 and you lose 3-2, it looks better.
Yeah.
But from a player's perspective, it still sucks. If you're
Yes.
going to the rink and this is miserable.
They aren't there yet. And depending how long this tailspin
It's a
goes,
month into the year.
no, but I mean, I think the belief is still there, and they're saying we got to be better. We got to be better. At some point, the belief starts to wane.
Who's pulling? Okay, well, who's pulling them out of it?
Well, I think the coach last night basically
Coach
said,
can't.
Well,
that's got to be better.
let's listen to now it was Michael Backlund, his game 1000 last night.
1K.
He was one of the guys that didn't have a good game.
Yeah,
Shit.
well, let's
Shit can the night
let's
before
hear
in Salt Lake
from the
celebrating.
Salt Lake.
post game.
Trip. It's a lot more fun to win, and now we gotta remember why we were winning and get back to that. We say we're in a pit of doom right now, but we gotta climb ourselves out of it. It's up to us. It's gotta be the 23 players here. We gotta turn this around, and but yeah, it's been 2 tough games from us.
Pit of doom.
A pit of doom.
Pit of doom.
You can climb out of a
It
pit
sounds
of
like
doom.
that's
He cannot.
They need my help.
Is it Halloween?
I'm a little tired though.
Is it in my neighborhood? I really don't want to.
Gosh.
Is it next door? God, I'm tired.
Utah. I'm not going to Utah.
Can we add that?
But this is seriously, I don't even want to read too much into it. And he's trying to give an interview and answer truthfully. It's a pit of doom. It's a pit of no, but I'm serious. Like
it's a pit of doom.
They won those games and they gave themselves perhaps some false hope. And now reality's setting in and they're like, we suck.
That's what it is to me.
Yes.
It's not that they lost 2 games lopsided. It's the thought, is this what it's going to be?
Yeah.
For us? Is this really?
Wait a minute.
Because that gives you that feeling of doom for sure.
Well,
Impending
at least
doom.
that little that sort of that bit of doubt starts to grow and nag and wiggle away and get bigger.
And momentum's a thing. I said it when they were winning an exhibition and when they came out, I said, you want to keep this going as long as possible.
Clearly, yeah.
Because that's momentum is hard to when it starts turning the other way.
Look out.
That looked like a January, February,
Yeah, it
under
sure
the
did.
end of a 6 or 7 game
Tuesday, second of a back-to-back.
Yeah, it really did, didn't it?
Totally.
Yeah.
We were in St.
And
Louis
so-
and Minnesota on January 15th and 16th. Ugh.
Maybe we go back in time. Last year it was much darker and it was a deeper pit of doom, I believe, when they had won 2 of their first 10 games. The last of which I believe was the Yeehaw Redneck outdoor game in Edmonton.
Oh, yeah, great outfits.
Bad outfits. How did
Some
they
Jack's
go
birds.
from that? How did they go from that to 1 point out of a playoff spot in February? Because that's what this group has to
Hannafin,
harness.
Tanev, Markstrom, Lindholm, who wasn't that good anyway.
Well, I was going to say, really, those guys were all there for the losing skid. They didn't add those guys. What it was is they brought up some young kids that got some energy
You're
going.
drunk.
Well, so you don't think the Pospisil Zeri thing helped?
I
I
don't
think
think
that
you
you
can use
comparing
last
last
year's
year
No,
to
but
this year is
I'm
nothing.
not saying go call up 2 kids and you fixed it, but what I'm saying is last year was a way darker, way worse. The vets are totally going to check out moment.
I don't
And
think-
hang on. And you had guys that you knew were leaving. And they still, under those circumstances, played their best hockey from December to mid-Feb.
Look at the lineups.
Okay, like
You're only okay, and I guess we're only October 31st. So you're saying October 31st a year ago. I'm saying it doesn't matter, but whatever. Okay. They had better players.
I agree. They had certain,
They had a top
And
5
Again, I
goalie.
think it's somewhere in the middle. They're not going to win 1 of every 5 games the rest of the way.
No, the San Jose
They'd
Sharks did
also
more than that last
gotten
year.
out from under the evil genius that is Daryl Sutter. Don't forget that. Like, this was the biggest weight off of all those wimps' backs that had held them back the year before. Mean old Daryl had just, I'm going to ruin this season for you. And now they were free and able to play.
Well, I mean, I don't think we can absolve Daryl from making mistakes. That would be a little bit revisionist. You don't need to attack your players in the media. You don't need to hold down
Okay,
players that
you're
can be
right.
helpful.
And I'm not going
It's
to bat for
both. It's
Daryl.
both, right?
My point, what are you seeing out of this team that's way more heart and soul than when Daryl was trying to get them to buy in battle?
Well, the first 5 games they worked harder, but
Yeah,
the
they
last
don't
5,
look very
the last 2
inspired.
they haven't.
Would you
Backlund said-
say that the common theme in general over the last 3 years, and we're only a month in, sure, and they had spurts last year, but the common theme is that they're not good enough and they don't outcompete?
I think they were good enough with Daryl, and they didn't want to go to work. And I think they're working harder now, but they're not as talented.
Anyway, this is what happens when they lose.
Let's take a
We have to
We're
talk
missing
about
one.
this.
We're missing the 4th 4 out of
He
5
doesn't
for
like to leave
Rhett's
things
top
open.
5. Can we put Pit of Doom as one?
Oh,
Pit of Doom needs to be the
From
missing
Mike-
for Rhett's
yeah.
top 5
POD.
pod.
All right. The coach is not Daryl, but I can tell you the coach probably has maybe feeling some Daryl tendencies, as he was not super thrilled. Here's Huska from Flames.com.
If we're going to try to do things on our own or try to play a fancy, cute game, it doesn't work for us. So, it's something that hopefully the room recognizes, understands that the last 2 games, the work ethic hasn't been where it needs to be. And for me, that starts right at the top and it works its way right down. And that's a big reason why we scored 1 goal in 2 games and we've given up 10. Like, it can't happen that way for us. You have to work harder. Our group of forwards tonight, they have to work much harder than they did. Like, they were easy guys to play against. So their goaltender made a few saves, but he had to make no second saves. He didn't have to fight through any traffic because we weren't working hard enough to get ourselves there. So there's not a lot of sugarcoating that can be done tonight. I thought we got outplayed. Well, you look at the first period. I actually thought the first period was a decent period with the exception of our puck play, and the power play killed us, right, when they stepped on the ice. And the next biggest thing was the goal we gave up with a second left in the period. Can't happen. If we leave that period down 1 goal, there's still a chance. But, those situations there, they can't happen. Hopefully it's something that the older guys take upon themselves, because what they stand for or what they accept is what we're going to get at the end of the day. So if they're okay with it, we're going to see that more often. So there's a lot of people that aren't okay with it, I'll tell you that much, but we have to make sure that we're pushing together in the right direction.
That last bit's the key for me, which is to say this can continue if the vets allow it to continue. It's up to them. And that's kind of what you're saying, Rhett, in terms of like, it's not the 23-year-old in his second season you're worried about here. It's the guys that have wives and families and lives outside the rink and are looking at the last 2, 3, 4 years of their career and thinking, am I stuck in something here I don't want to be in? How do I get out of this thing? And so how long can Huska keep those guys engaged? He did a great job of it last year with all the bleeping distractions they had.
Yep.
He did a really good job. They did not have many games where you're like, they didn't show up and work tonight.
Nope.
And to be fair, they haven't really this year. It's just 2 in a row. Before the Vegas game, you would have given them A+ for effort on the season.
Yeah. I mean, they weren't great against Winnipeg.
They worked.
They were okay against Carolina, but
this is my problem, is that
everything needs to go right for the group, right?
Like I said, even if they're out there, if Huska comes, if they lose 4-3 last night, they had a shitty game in Vegas. Yep, we worked hard, but we lost 4-3.
It's different.
I'm telling, it's not. It is different.
It's so much different because you can buy in a little more, right?
Well,
no,
I'm saying I'm saying the opposite. I'm saying results do matter.
Yeah,
like it's easy for us to sit here. Give a shit if you win. Actually, it's better if you lose because we're going to be better in 2 years. But for a player like a Coleman or even a Backlund or a veteran guy, for the kids, less so. But no, I'm just going to put them all in the same group. Losing sucks, and whether you lose 5-1 or 4-3, 8 out of 10 games doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're not going to the rink on Tuesday after losing 8 out of 10. 1 goal and by 1 goal, and you're going to the rink on Tuesday. Man, we're doing good. This is great. Yeah, we're working hard. This is fun. No,
I hear you. It's just that no one wins, 2 out of 10. The worst team in the league is going to win almost 4 out of 10. It's so I don't want to nitpick, but yes.
So because I said 2 out of 10.
No, it's just that it's not. It's
3.
We're just looking at 2 games where they were so outplayed.
Where's the?
Like how many wins did you think San Jose had last year? Like it's not 20.
So we're comparing exactly. So
that's the worst team we've seen in 5 years. Like if they're gonna, but I generally agree with you in the sense that like what do you do to keep guys invested?
You have to have victories, and I don't know.
And so when you play Edmonton without McDavid, you better be up emotionally, and you better get some saves, and you can beat them.
Can you?
They have once. And it's
that
like
based on their play or the team they're up against.
Honestly, I think when the more we get into stuff, the more sometimes the easiest answer is just goaltending. They had 950 goaltending the first 5 games of the year. Is anyone surprised the team goes 5-0 and they get 950 goaltending?
No. I love goaltending.
And then how were the goaltenders the last 2 nights?
Well, I wanted to ask you guys what you thought of Wolf last
night. Not good. He got
we said yesterday or the day before, it might be time to
last night was his
play
chance.
Well, Wolf, and let's get away from this rotation. You have been the better goalie.
I thought last night was his opportunity to break up this alternation, and he certainly didn't take advantage of it. He was not the only Flames player that wasn't good, but that was his weakest start of the season. He was beat from distance a lot, and I think if you asked him, he would say that was not a good performance from Dustin Wolf. He's been really accountable when he hasn't played well. I think he would not like his start last night.
Yeah.
So back to the alternation, or continuing the alternation is the path.
Yeah, it was an interesting night for him for sure. The first one, because you go back, I watched them all again this morning, and the first, it's through a screen. So okay, well but it's from distance. Then the late goal. Actually, Jack, we have that one. Can we take a look
Barrett Hayden
at the goal that Huska referenced near the end of the first period? 10 seconds left as the almost said Coyotes, the hockey club, have it in their own zone. How easy is this, guys? It's 4-on-4, mind you, but
we'll just make a couple passes and holy shoot, someone's
Stick,
open.
check. Williams calls it testing cakes. You know, when you bake, Dean.
testing cakes.
Yeah.
You just give it a push.
Yeah. You take
Really?
the toothpick,
Yeah, you just kind of put it in there.
Put it in there. Oh, that's what those.
Yeah.
My Pee Wee coach called it fishing. You just get your rod out there and you just dangle a bit. There's nothing behind it. There's nothing physical.
Or
and
as
it's just
Noodles, as Noodles said, this is 10:45 at Crowchild Arena.
Yes.
yeah, that is.
That's
totally it.
Yeah.
So
That shouldn't go in on Decimov.
it shouldn't go in.
It
And it
He
move
shouldn't be
around.
able to
It should-
saunter
Yeah.
through.
Yeah.
There was also, and I think it was the 5-on-3 goal by Sergachev. It's a wrist shot. But watching it from the angle behind it, he's really not screened. There's a guy in front of him, but he's a left-handed catching goalie, and he can see it. It just beats him high glove. So it's all of it. When you stop working, when the goals dry up, when the goaltending goes the other way, the special teams, you talked about it, in the first 6 games, they were 5 for 21. They're 0 for 10 in the last 4. And the penalty kill has taken the dump also. They've given up 5 goals in the last 4 games.
Even worse than the power play, 16 in a row without a goal.
I mean, it's
0 for 16. Think about that. Like that is literally 32 minutes of power play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure there's some overlap 5-on-3, but that's even worse if you can't score a 5-on-3. We're talking about a half hour plus of power play time, 0 goals. It's got to be better.
so the question, and we've danced around it, is where does they're just not a very good team, and this is what you can expect for a not a very good team.
10
And they're not this bad, they're better than this.
I think they're
Where do the
exactly
two
where
meet?
they were 10 games ago. They're that 81 point, 10 points out of the 15 points out of the playoffs, 5th to 9th from the bottom team.
I would say put on your coach hat. But you already,
I got a great outfit. I don't need to.
put on your coach hat, hypothetically
Oof.
speaking. What do you do
I don't know. That's like,
tomorrow?
honestly, I would have had guys coming to the rink last night.
Mhm.
I think this group's, and I don't even mean it negative. You got what you got. And we've all bought into the direction that Conroy's pointed this ship.
Right.
And it was great to have those first 5 games and for them to, and we do expect them to compete, and they haven't. They can't lose heart. And I brought it up about benching guys and shuffling lines. I just think when you start to play, it's not even play. When you start to use those keys, or what word should I use?
Huska's played the cards.
Well, yes.
Strategies.
When
Yeah,
you
the
start to use those
tools.
strategies or
Yeah.
to get more out of the guys this early into the season with this group,
You're playing your cards pretty early here.
that's the word. You're playing your cards too early. We're here. We're going to have fun, and you're going to work your ass off, and that's it. So
Yeah.
put on your Fortnite and your Batman outfit, and let's go.
Yeah.
Like,
No, that's a really good point. I agree with you. Like to see Huska, he's very, very diplomatic and transparent, but never takes runs at people. I think he's a well-respected guy, but that's about as indicting as a post-game as we've heard in a long time from him, where he basically said, leadership group, it's up to you guys whether that's okay or not.
Yeah.
And it's game 10.
yeah,
And he did it in game 9 with the line shuffling. And so it's like, okay, to Rhett's point, if you don't get good goaltending for 2 weeks and you work hard enough, you're still not going to get a lot of wins here. Now what cards do you have
what's
to
your
play?
motivator? Yeah. why
Now
are guys
what tools do you go to in your coaching toolbox?
Yeah, you're gonna have Goalie coming to the back of the train. You guys need a beer?
You're going to be
Yes.
throwing sticks into the
Yes, I do.
stands. Crumple, Rose, crumble, crumple, crumble.
Crumple indeed.
I'm feeling bad for Husk because this is gonna. If he had hair, we could watch him age.
Jeez. We found a photo with him last night for Afterburner where
He's had hair.
he had hair.
Yeah.
And I'm not.
No, but
I'm serious.
No, I agree. It's
You watch the Grays come.
Well, we said it 2 summers ago, fellas. Like, he took this job. Look what you're inheriting. Like, you've got the first year of Huberdeau's 8-year extension, paying him as a superstar when he looks like a middle six winger. You've got Nazem Kadri, who came here to win, and clearly the group is not a contender anymore. And you had 7 UFAs last year. They trade Toffoli before the season starts. Backlund re-ups, and then 5 UFAs go on. Shillington in free agency. Everyone else moved. Like, when he took this job, you don't get a job in the NHL. Look how great everything is. We're a contender, and everyone loves each other. When you get your first chance, someone has left a mess. That's why you get the job. Or the team's a mess, and that's why you get the job. We knew this was going to be a really tough spot for him. And so,
we like him.
To the point you're making, he can do a great job here. What will he have for results in 3 years? Yeah. He could do the best job possible, and if he's judged by wins and losses, people say, "Oh, he wasn't a good coach." That's not true. And so, does this GM and ownership group and management team think that he can go 5-6 years?
He's got to call me.
Does he?
Call Rhett for the costume
call
ideas, costume parties.
Can I borrow your coach's hat? Is that what he'll be asking?
Listen, I just want to run a few things by you.
Because I don't put any of this on him, but you're right.
I'm outside the box. I'm not in the box.
I know you're outside.
I'm outside the box.
Yeah.
Recognize these fellas?
Because 2 weeks ago, we were applauding the effort.
Oh, I said they were on the roll. They were going to make it. Yeah. I said,
So that's Backlund, obviously.
There's a Kelowna Rocket. Huska behind the bench.
Which one's Backlund?
With the bad mustache, vote for Pedro.
Coach?
No.
Vote for Pedro.
Where?
Middle.
Can you point at him?
Player, yeah.
Right here.
Oh.
The guy with the hat on in the back, security.
You see the glasses? Section 17? Yeah.
Look at Huska. He's like...
But so, like, you could get pumped again by Jersey. They're a much better team. They're a contender. What if they eke one out
last night?
What if they eke one out against Jersey? You get the great goaltending. Everyone's fired up to.
But this is what we're praying and hoping for.
Not really. I'm just curious to see. Like, I don't think either of the things are unrealistic.
Change your opinion?
I just want to see effort. I want to see give a shit.
Yeah.
Because there hasn't been any. We railed on Mantha the other night because, like, look at this guy. He doesn't care. Well, he was in good company last night. There was a lot of guys.
And he actually did. Like, he was engaged physically and scored. Look, he wasn't good. He was better than he was in Vegas.
I mean, baby steps, but.
Totally.
There's a reason Mantha is here.
100%.
Never showing up consistently.
Correct.
I'm not taking a run at him. That's why he was available.
We've
offered
talked
him
about
the
it a
most
bunch.
money.
It's 1 year, 3.5. Guy's 6'5", 235.
Yeah.
Why is he only worth that? Well, clearly there's some
shoots the
flaws.
Yeah, there's flaw. Anyway, if I wanted to go, give me the lineup sheet there. We'll go through the players. Can you see it? There you go. Thanks. These are my notes.
Cheaters. Well, these are your notes.
I got some notes
You're
here.
a nerd. You got stats in front of you. What are you doing with that?
Tyson Barrie gonna lead you?
No. You can lead power play too. No.
Sharangovich?
Not sure.
Good player, but I'm just going through the list of guys that are gonna. And Kadri to me is almost not a mystery, but a
enigma.
What am I going to get? Mm-hmm. Are you going to be the guy that's got the contract and is like, fine, I don't give a shit. Or are you going to be the guy that's like, no, I won't accept this. We have to get better. And even if I don't want to stay here, I have to play better to get out of here.
I think you've seen both, to be fair, through 2 years, right?
Yes.
Like at the end of the Darryl year, he looked a little checked out, and I thought he was pretty awesome most of last year.
Even because that start he had last year was terrible, and then the outdoor game,
the kids come play with him.
Shortly after, it's Zary and Pospisil, and then he led the team in scoring.
Should have had 29 goals.
I don't need to.
Yeah, it's a bad game. It's a bad game. Like, just as we shouldn't react to a 5-0 start, you shouldn't overreact to one bad night in Salt Lake.
Put
two bad games.
Let's add into that. It's not a great team.
Can you take the coach's hat off, put on the GM hat?
Very different hat.
What do you do? Yeah. Okay, there we go.
Because you got to look professional.
That's right. Yeah.
That's right.
Now I'm choking myself out.
Yeah.
It's not professional.
You can just didn't really need to. I was going to ask you what's your read and what are your thoughts and what Sam Honzek, what's best for this player at this
Get
point?
him out of here.
Go to the A.
With mood being down, and you're not playing well or a lot. It's tough.
It was weird. It was not weird. Watching, must have been the second period with my middle guy. And he got the puck. Honzek got the puck coming out of their end on the wall. Could have kept skating with it, slowed down, could have passed it, circled back, tried to beat guys by himself. And I'm like, that's a young kid that doesn't know.
Turn it over.
Yeah.
It's a young kid that doesn't know. He's not, it's just, I'm okay. They're going to make mistakes, but that's a young kid that's not playing at the pace of the NHL. You have to move the puck. You got to go. You can't second guess, and you can't do it yourself. And Huska alluded to that, but the young kids you can't do it yourself in the NHL.
For a guy that played half the WHL season last year or something like that,
Yes.
what is 10 minutes and 52 seconds in the NHL for him right now versus playing maybe 18, 19 in the A?
It's a good paycheck.
It's a much better paycheck.
Yeah, the money's great.
And so Sam Honzek's accountant prefers this. If your job, GM hat, is developing Sam Honzek, this is a no-brainer. Like, I think he's in with the Wranglers in the next 2 to 10
He
days.
should be.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And I bet you he probably feels it too. You come back after an injury like that, and it's 10 goals against and 1 for.
Whew. And it's not like he's been spotted in and like, oh, you could just give us he's putting on a line where you're expected to do some things. You're playing against everyone's top players if you're playing with Backlund and Coleman.
And it's
That's
not
tough.
really like, and I think we're there again. It's not really a criticism.
No.
It's just where he's at. It's what needs to.
It's insane that he didn't start in the A. Like, what an incredible start to the year for him. Now go and be a stud for the Wranglers and bring up somebody that's more adept to NHL play right now. And that might be Coronado, who scored twice since he went down.
cried bloody murder if they sent him down after the preseason he had.
He earned it.
It's fine.
And so if a guy gets hurt, you don't want to send him down out of that. It feels like, how do I lose my job to injury?
Yeah.
But now he's played 2, and it's like, okay, best for this kid. Go be top line. Minute left. You're taking that draw, or you're on the ice for the key moments rather than right now, like 10:52.
Yeah.
No, that's not what he is in the NHL. Go let him be what he's supposed to be in the American League.
So, and again, it's not going to turn fortunes around, but is it Coronado the guy? We talked about Pelche. He had been playing well. He's cooled off a little bit.
You could go Klopke if you want more nasty, but if they like Pelche, I feel like there's too many fourth line guys.
Oh, yeah.
Not Pelche, sorry. I feel like Kirkland. Yeah, like Klopke if you want something for the bottom 6, Coronado if you want something for the top 9.
Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do with lines. Again.
I think you need someone for the if you elevate Mantha and live
Feels
with
like
him.
you could use some scoring. Maybe it's
Coronado's the
Coronado.
guy. Coronado's the guy. Like, I think numbers
Go down
go.
to the guy that hasn't been scoring and he's down in the minors and get a guy that can score.
Yeah.
Coronado's a shooter. I just think it's time for him. The underlying numbers were solid.
Where?
I mean, the first 7 games or whatever he had. I guess it was less than that, but yeah.
To me, it's a
Yeah, that's not it,
Rotate through. Who cares?
just of the
the
observations.
beauty
from
of
last
having
night.
the Wranglers down the hallway.
So, are you saying that your kid was doing some in-game analysis?
Yes.
Wow. Future there?
Does he
Oh.
want to? Does he want to come in here, bring some notes?
Take a day off.
You could add some insight.
You know, Dad, I was watching. I was kind of shying away from contact here. He's got to move to that open
Well,
area.
he missed an open ice hit last night.
Did he?
And then he saw the Anderson hit and he goes, "That's what I should have done, Dad." I said,
Smart
"Yeah,
kid,
it's
though.
being a wuss."
Yeah, smart kid. Is it hot in here?
Oh, hot as
Cautions too.
SS.
How's your dome there, Boca Batman?
It's okay.
You got a bead on your forehead?
Not
or
yet, but
It's
it
coming.
maybe.
I gotta show you something.
Oh,
You
geez.
keep going. I'm gonna look something up.
Oh, all right.
As long as it's not camera roll. I'm
Those are
okay.
the opening statements for our buddies over at McLeod Law. Do you think they do stuff like this? If you've got a big legal case, you're being sued for billions, you go in there, you got McLeod Law supporting you. They come out wearing the
You're dressed as a furry. And like, Your Honor, I'd like to move the proceedings forth 2 weeks to
Objection,
the
Your Honor, I
13th of
object.
November.
I object. Sit down, fat man. Overruled.
Sustained.
Do you think that's what it's like in real courtrooms?
Yes, I've been in.
You can't handle the truth.
I don't know if that part's true.
That's
but
100% what.
the overruled part, I think.
You know
is
what? Pinder Report. You
Need
can
more-
do top.
Courtroom.
You could do some courtroom drama. Judge
We had
Judy
one.
shit.
Do you remember when the guy did the clear hurdle over the
Oh, yeah, yeah.
stand and
I
landed?
love that stuff.
Yeah.
Attacking the judge.
Yeah, you
You
love
just
that
get
stuff.
dummied and tasered, just like. Good
Now, I
move.
notice, and it's not going to mean a whole lot to people that are just watching it or whatever, because Jack is never on camera. But Jack Not really a team
Costume
player
of the
today.
day.
Not only is he
Look
letting
like an ass hat.
not only
I've
is he-
never seen the ass hat costume. It's great.
he's dressed as a loser. Look at the Yankees hat.
Oh,
Ooh, I like that. That
was good. Yeah, I messed up.
It was
I had
good.
my costume laid out, and I woke up pretty late, and I just left.
you were working the afterburner last night.
Yeah, he's kept saving Thursday today. The old football show. He's
Oh,
gonna dress up for
Jack.
that. And I forgot that costume too.
I had the Happy Gilmore costume, Bruins jersey, some ugly pants, some boots,
Nice.
and a golf club.
Aw, would have been great.
Look at the Pinder. That's an ant.
They zoomed in. That's scary. Yeah.
Doesn't that look like Boom today?
Now, if I showed
Is that
Rhett
what I
that,
look
would he
like?
say that's real, or would he say that's
That's a
AI?
real ant? No, thanks.
Zoom in, Jack.
I touched base with our buddy Justin at Vina Nova.
Oh,
It's big day coming up
how-
tomorrow.
is that tomorrow?
It's tomorrow. I
Is
said.
he ready?
He's gonna have a sugar hangover.
It's not picking up my eye scan on my
What?
phone for
Yeah,
some
that's
reason.
weird. It's not face recognition is not working.
I'm Batman. I said, how's the blood pressure? He says, high.
Oh,
Mm.
There's always something, but we'll be ready for tomorrow. We'll tie everything
Wow.
up today and we'll be good to go. Vina Nova, lab grown specialists, the only place in Calgary that specializes in only lab grown diamonds.
Let's do it.
Has moved from their original location, Stephen Avenue Place, to Market Mall. Tomorrow's November 1st, Rabbit. And they are opening their brand new location. And the owner, proprietor, says they'll be ready.
Pinder will be there.
Be rude not to.
I think you should go.
They got cocktails. What do we?
I think you should
Probably-
go work the till.
It feels like with Halloween, for you, it's going to be a boozy affair. You're probably going to need to apologize for something.
That's you should apologize for being you.
I don't want to breathe on anyone in Vina Nova tomorrow, though. That would be the thing.
Because I know you're like a VIP customer at floral shops and stuff. Because it's I better get
Step
some
your game up,
flowers.
Pinder.
It's an odd combo. The bartenders and florists
Can
in
you help
town.
me?
Yeah.
Venn diagram. I'm the
See how
common.
weird. You're in the middle. Take your cans off. Whoa.
Choking myself out.
I know.
Driving me crazy.
Get some.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Looking good, bud.
You're welcome, buddy. Vina Nova, vinanova.com. Check things out online, or better yet, tomorrow, check out their brand new location.
So it's in a mall that the shoveler likes to go to.
Oh, she likes that one. Eh?
Yeah, that's a popular one.
Huh.
Bigger location. You can't
Is
stop
this
growing.
good or bad for me? Because Justin's good to us.
Yes, he is.
So
Very
won't
good.
like you think he would text me and say, "Hey, she's here again.
He probably would.
She's back.
Yeah.
Call the bank if you're cancel. Go. What do you want me to do?
Freeze
Are you guys in cahoots?
freeze the credit card now. Because you can do that on your phone
Yeah.
app. It's like just
Zinc.
it's not canceling it, it's just turning it off. I'm not sure why it's working. Well, I'll come back tomorrow.
Or is he gonna laugh like we did to Kipper and just cha-ching,
Yeah,
cha-ching, cha-ching?
maybe. Now how did that go again?
The shoveler was working at a fancy frou-frou
So your
Men's
wife is working at a
store downtown.
Yeah.
And so had a discount. And Kipper doesn't like to shop, so he said, Can you
do it in a Kipper voice with his tone?
I don't know, finish.
Rhett, could you please get me some clothes?
Anyway, so I got his credit card and I told the shoveler, you just
Floor it.
Yeah.
I'm 50.
Like, put this thing in fifth
Put a
gear.
hot 50 on there.
Jeez.
And he's like, What in the
Yeah.
what?
What would Kipper have been making then?
We got some watches.
Nice.
Plural.
He was making 5 or 6.
I was gonna say, it was even that
He-
back
he-
then it was
just
5 or
fine.
6. Yeah.
That's a lot of money back then.
Oh, rightfully
It's
so.
like 9 or 10 today, probably.
Because Jerome was kind of 7, right?
Yeah, I think it's 7x7 was a big
Yeah.
deal he signed. I think.
And that, we always talked about that. Wouldn't it be great to be in a spot where you can be making $7 million a year and people look at it as though you're doing the team a solid?
Thank
Thanks
you.
for
Hey,
doing
man,
that.
thanks. Well, I'm a team guy.
That's
You
what
know,
I do.
it's the
You know what?
sacrifices I'm willing to make.
All right, I'm going to do
That's
it. I'm
Nate
gonna,
McKinnon, right? 12.6 or
no, I'm going to throw this out there.
Okay.
All right.
There's a Hall of Fame player
Hall of Fame.
who's associated with the squad. Talking about the Flamers,
Probably a little man. Okay.
right?
All right.
Going to need you to come down, talk to these boys, and get them playing hard again. Come on, pig. Where's Iggy? You don't need to be sitting in Kelowna.
I wonder what the plan is. I think we expected he'd be a full-time Calgarian by now. It doesn't mean he's not going crazy watching video and texting Connie all day. He's got one kid playing with the Rockets that likely won't be there next year in Teej.
Yeah,
Joe's in Edmonton playing for the Oil Kings.
Full-time here
till he's launched in Kelowna.
Yeah. But that doesn't mean you can't pop in.
And if he did, would we know? I don't know. Like, how often has he been around? I can't tell you. I know he was like rookie camp. He's here. Training camp. He's here.
Yeah.
Calling him out.
But yeah, he's a absolute
town. Let's go for dinner.
Lean on him.
I'm calling you out.
By the way,
better work ethic. Hey, steaks?
What do you think?
So I've got
Wednesday to meet up.
Free Wednesday. By the way, could you come on the show?
It's hard to see with
Did
this.
you hit your nose on?
I hit my
your snout.
Is it your beak?
You got to be careful.
Yeah, my
Is it a
snout.
penguin that had a beak?
I don't know.
Isn't there 2 new Batman things out?
Well, there's a penguin
and
show,
Joker?
right?
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think
There
it's
was a
on
movie. One of the
The new Joker one's a big thing. Yeah.
Yeah, there was the Joker, the second Joker movie, and then there's a series, I think, with the Penguin, and it was that.
You watch it?
The Joker's ass. So bad.
I heard it's terrible. Yeah.
That's what it's called.
like
The Joker's ass.
Yeah, it might as well be.
So
It's like a musical.
Is it Joaquin Phoenix again?
Yeah, it's Joaquin Phoenix and Lady Gaga.
Okay.
And it's a musical, and it's horrible. The
musical,
first one
you
is
say?
really good.
It was good, but a musical?
Yeah.
I feel like you're always rolling the dice with musical.
I think you're going to be real selective in the people that are going
I'm
to watch.
cultured, so I enjoy them. I get why you guys wouldn't enjoy them.
Right.
But, yeah, and it was Colin Farrell, I think, who's doing the Penguin.
That's right.
Series.
Yeah, that's a good series.
Okay.
Yeah, really good.
I can't do the Joker. I just clowns.
Yeah. I got a pal the same way.
Clowns.
Don't
People?
like clowns, huh?
Makeup, it's no good. And he's wearing a lot of makeup in that thing.
And somehow you're working with us.
Yeah, weird that I have a phobia for clowns. Yet here I sit. We'll do the Pinder Report.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't think there's anything else. I mean, we've really
exhausted everything there.
kinda,
Yeah, every vein of conversation just kind of.
yeah.
The good news is
Bogs
they'll have
down
played
and-
2 games before our next show, so we don't have to do this
Do we have
again until Monday.
a holiday? 4-day work week?
Sure.
There's one coming up
Nice.
in early November, but not yet. What was I just gonna say? Shoot. Oh, yeah, New Jersey.
New Jersey?
You kind of probably going to be a Markstrom start. He's probably going to feel
Talked about it last night. He played last night in Vancouver. First shutout as a Devil.
Mhm.
And I don't think you go to Jake Allen when it's Markstrom return night. You know how competitive he was? Like, this will mean something to him.
You know how competitive.
Yeah,
Big game goal.
and soft.
Soft.
He's been a lot of
And did
things.
I see Nico Hischier is leading the league in goals?
10 bingos. Nico Hisho.
Nico.
Yeah, he's better than that
The Hughes kid.
Patrick kid that quit.
Nolan Patrick.
Nolan Patrick.
Oh.
Wasn't that the same draft
I think so. Was it?
where he was supposed to be the number 1, and all of a
He sure
sudden
went first that year.
He
You're
was,
the draft nerd, Ben. Let's
Well,
go.
I just it's
I'll pull
off the
it
top
up.
of my head. Yeah.
Can't find
what
that.
were we talking about?
But no, just New Jersey. Nico Hischier's leading the league in goals. Markstrom coming off a shutout.
Yeah, nobody's stopping Sheldon Keefe. Come on.
Dave.
He's got, coach of the year. He's one of the favorites, I think. That's a shame. You got to go to that
He's
fishbowl,
also
Toronto.
great-
If the
he's
season ended today.
He is also great at sayonara's and goodbye.
Yeah, he had a really nice that dock.
It
I still
was,
want to
yeah.
figure out where that dock is.
That was at my place in Boca Raton.
Really?
Yeah.
What are the odds of
I
that?
said,
eh?
you know what? Come on down. Got a
don't be
shitty
depressed.
ride there.
Nico Hischier, number 1 to Jersey.
Yeah.
Nolan Patrick, 2 to the Flyers.
Told you.
Rough.
Haskinen, 3 to Dallas. And
Yeah.
hang on, here's the kicker. Cale Makar, 4 to Colorado.
Philadelphia.
That's Ron Hextall. That's what got him in the hot
Fellas.
water.
You know, you brought up Hexy the other day.
Love
Not
Ron.
the best track record.
I think there's been good and bad, but
Well, where's the
it
good?
got bad at the end for certainly Pittsburgh and the end of Philly.
Are you saying you want to take a look at some Flyer drafts
Let's
over that span? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Rhett. Well, maybe just once.
I would, but today's a bad day for,
Yeah,
today's
tomorrow.
a bad day.
Yeah,
I'm
for me
sure.
to be using my hands and to really kind of be getting
Tomorrow.
into things.
Just tomorrow.
Dial it
But
up
that's,
tomorrow.
I mean, you
Batman.
think about that's a franchise-altering mistake.
Yes. Well, and
Even if you have Heiskanen, but certainly
any
Makar.
Elias
Lord.
Pettersson went 5, and I know he's sort of down in the dumper right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, what's he making? 13? Like he's supposed to be a
making
superstar.
13.
He kicks in this year. I'll pull it up. That might be a little
If
high.
I'm a Knucklehead, I would not be content with that.
Well, when he had 100 points, they were.
It was.
But
And
yeah.
when's that happening again?
Well, if you ask
Pouty
people
pants?
a month ago, they thought this year. But yeah, it's an issue right now. I don't know that he's a
What's
target
with
guy.
the Swedes and all the pouting? What's going on?
Who else is pouting?
Huh?
No, Patrick ain't a Swede. He was.
No. Pedersen. Markstrom. There was another guy that I was. Lindholm.
Yeah, Lindy was pouting last year, I guess.
Yeah,
Enough, Swedes.
Enough
Let's
pouting.
go. Have some gravlag and
So much.
meatballs
And it's, did I see it's not going well in
11.6. Excuse me.
lutefisk. Is that Swedish?
I don't know. That's your thing.
Herring,
So
pickled
gross.
herring.
Aquavit. That's what I
Aquavit.
was looking for.
Hey, Lango from Huffalale.
Yeah, Lindholm is dog shirt and
Well, it's not so much. I think that the team is having a little bit of a.
Yeah. And Marchand is trying to get a contract done. He's up at the end of the year, career Bruin. And I think,
6. He's been paid 6. That's
so
yeah,
what's he thinking?
pay
It's
me,
my last
show
contract.
me the money. Is what
And
he's-
what did the Bruins do
you
with
know what, though?
Swayman?
If he's
Like,
smart, he'd say, "Listen, I'm signed here, but then when I'm retired, you're going to bring me upstairs and keep paying me."
Treat me right fucking now.
Yes,
that's you do
That
that
was
too.
Marchand.
Wow.
and Lindy.
Lindy wants
That was
out already.
Lindholm from last year.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's what it
that
is.
was the
Yeah.
2020
Not again
clip.
yet. No.
What did he say?
Uh,
Because I kind of
Treat me right fucking now.
okay.
that's what he wanted.
Because I thought that was Zadorov. That's weird, but they kind of
It was also him.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Markstrom.
Yeah. Weird.
Markey was too.
Once he decided, he
Yeah.
was.
Yeah,
pissed.
he was very much against
I'm
it.
not getting traded,
But
and then you said you were.
What did they say about Noah Hannafin though? Because I remember he was talking about.
Well,
big
he
money.
was going to sign that big deal.
Yes,
Oh, yeah,
huge
8-8.
money. Max term.
64 million. Is that what it
Oh
was gonna
wow,
be?
a lot of money.
Can't
Yeah.
let him go.
Then they brought him in the office.
And
Treat me right fucking now.
and Conroy's like, is that all? Like that's all I'm hearing these days.
Gosh,
Does anybody want to like?
anyone else
What's wrong with his
outside?
phone?
Who else is out in the hall? Tanev, what are you doing here, Chris?
Yeah.
You know what he needs to do? He's got to check his office for bugs. Somebody's bugging his.
Figure.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah, 'cause they
Lamoriello's
know
got
the results.
Bugged for sure.
All you do is say,
He needs noodles suite at the Cosmo.
Yeah,
There's no one getting in or out of there.
"That's right."
yeah.
No intel. Is there anybody? Everybody wants to get traded. No one wants to sign an extension. Backlund. I mean,
I guess.
yes, we'll sign.
Poor guy.
He looked hung to the tits last night. Like, guys, did because
Doesn't-
he flew in his buddies? Did they get ripped up and
I think the buddies absolutely got
Phew.
bombered. Did
You
he
know
join
what?
in?
If that's, I don't care.
let
Good.
him off the hook?
Go ahead.
Just if you like,
Yeah.
yeah, it's the
Oh,
yesterday
yeah.
conversation with the client. Play guilty, sure. Just make sure you
Yeah, but you have to
gotta play guilty. Don't just show up and be guilty. You gotta play.
definitely don't get scored on your first day or your first shift.
Huska did make mention of that because he was asked about it. Yeah, Michael, that's great. You know, it's awesome. He'll remember it for forever. You know, and probably remember it for this reason as well. So you played 1,000. Yeah. What was that like? Don't ask.
Prefer game 1047, 1,000 on the nose here on the road. And
Let's do the Pinder Report. It's a presentation of Village Honda.
some
You wanna do it?
Rhett, give it a go.
Any one of those.
The 2024 Honda Accord was redesigned last year and chosen by Car and Driver magazine as the numero uno
Wow.
mid-sized van. Superior ride quality, reliability, impressive fuel economy thanks to the EXL hybrid.
Hmm.
This is the Honda designed the CRV. Oh, that was the Accord.
Yeah, that's close.
CRV's good too, though.
Yeah, they're all good.
The
Yeah,
Honda
they're
Civic
Hondas,
continues to
jeez.
lead the way in value, reliability, and performance. The 2024 Civic received a 10 out of 10.
It's a lot of
Car
tens.
drivers comprehensive vehicle testing, and the Civic Type R
It's like the Jack on.
SI were ranked number 1 and 2, respectively, in the sport compact category. The new 2025.
Don't read that part.
Civic-
Yeah, that's good. Can I get a woo for him? That was good effort from Rhett.
Oh,
there.
jeez.
I know I'm putting you on the spot. I'm sorry about
Anything's fine.
that. That was-
How's that?
All right, fellas.
Ryan Pinder.
Pinder Report.
A lot of the talk we've already had is a similar talk going on FlamesNation.ca as Ryan Huska did not mince words following the Flames' effort in a 4 straight loss. That's the headline of the story. And
Jeff.
what? Jeffrey, what do you think it's about? Well, it's kind of in the headline there. It's.
Do you like mincemeat tarts and pies?
I don't know.
Because we're getting into that. It's kind of a Christmassy thing, right? Mincemeat.
Yeah,
Because Australians love the pies. They're just everywhere.
Yeah.
Chutneys.
Because
I'm not a chutney guy.
You don't like mango chutney?
they messed up when they named it. Because it's like a dessert, mincemeat. It's not. Just not.
It doesn't sound good.
Just don't call it that. Just call it.
Special pie.
Flibberberry pie.
Sure, that would.
I love flibberberry pie.
Yeah.
It would really kind of, I think, change the
No,
connotation.
I did have a babota out of South Africa
Really?
that had a chutney in it that I enjoyed.
Huh.
Babota. The hell's that?
Well, it's like a ground beef
Patty of sorts?
chutney, potato mix.
Oh, sounds lovely.
Yeah.
Take a look at the standings, shall we?
Though.
I saw Kenny Chutney in concert one time. He was great.
You were wasted. There they are, the Flames. Look at this.
Oh my God.
Tied for the final wild card. Playoffs, here we come. Buckle up, Calgary. We'll sell you the whole seat, but you'll only need the edge. It's been a rough 5 games. See, the win column happens to be their first 5 games, Dean. And then the loss and overtime columns, that's been their most recent 5 games. I know you're having a tough time seeing there through those.
Yeah, I'll take your word.
Okay, good. Next, let's go. Schedule looks like this. Home to face Jacob Markstrom and the New Jersey Devils on Friday. The Oilers limp in without McDavid on Sunday. They got Nashville tonight. We'll see what they look like. Very curious. This certainly a lot of ways this could go for Edmonton. You could see Leon take over, look like a superhero, and you could see the
Like me.
yes, exactly. Maybe not Boca Batman, but the real Batman he could look like.
Yeah.
Or maybe they keep spinning the bowl with some bad goaltending and disinterested play from
I
vets.
don't want the bowl to spin for too long.
And Nashville's turned it around after a tough
They
start.
have their 3-0-1 in their last 4.
Yeah.
After 5 losses in a row to start the year. NHL tonight. We'll quickly get through this as well. You know, they get games.
It's baboti as well.
OT.
Not
Look at this, Dean. A few interesting matchups in there.
I can't. You keep doing this. I can't see.
Again, that Oilers Nashville one's really the headliner for me. Other games of note, I would suggest that
If
you know,
Celebrini were playing, that would be
but our
back-to-back
Celebrini
number ones. But
Sharks have won 2 in a row, and yeah, like this is the who's going to be good in 5 years bowl. Sharks and Hawks picking high and not going to stop anytime soon.
What about the Penguins and Ducks, Jack?
I fear for the Penguins here.
Huh?
The flightless birds against the birds that fly.
Those are the 2 worst teams.
Let them battle it
Canada's
out.
been okay.
is a penguin a bird?
It sure is.
In
Steve.
the
Oh, yeah. What do you think it is?
I don't. Is it like a mammal or something?
No, it's got eggs.
I don't know, but those
It's a bird.
dudes, they get screwed over.
kinda
They
like a
gotta sit
peanut. A
on that
peanut's not a
egg in
nut.
that Cold
A
weather.
peanut is not a nut.
A peanut is not a
No.
nut.
What the
It's a
hell's going on
legume.
here?
It's a legume.
Oh, Pinder.
Are you pulling my legume?
No.
We'll move on. Let's go to another sport. Probably have.
Baboti is a minced meat dish with, I thought it was potato, but it's an egg-based
Oh,
top.
lovely.
Interesting. So is it like a pie? Does it have a crust top?
Yeah. But
Oh,
it's-
okay. I can kind of see it.
that?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
You kind of mix the eggs and then pour it over top and then bake it.
What a night in New York last night. Let's go to New Yankee Stadium, where
What do you mean, what a night?
Hey, Don. Will Smith. Will Smith.
this is what you have to do after the game. Will Smith is the catcher, and the final out was recorded by strikeout, so they need to verify the balls. So that people know it's, hey, this ball I just found in the park. Yeah, this was the final out of the World Series.
I gotta get it to Walker. Absolutely. Just do us a favor, hold it up.
There it is. Verified the ball, and there you are, your World Series champs.
He
Away we
doesn't
go.
give a shit. Right
He's
back
giving
into
it to
the pocket.
Walker.
That sticker falls off as he's ramming it.
He's like,
into
yeah,
his-
just let us drink champagne and get hammered
That's
for a week.
your
That's the Fresh Prince right
World
there.
Series.
Buddy, I just won the World Series. What are you doing?
This is the take.
Can you get these
have.
nerds out of here?
This is going to build. Trust me on this one. So here's how the game went.
Oh,
Now, this is a
good.
win probability chart. The closer to the bottom, the more likely Yankees win. Almost 100% Yankees was how this game was going to go. And it looks like things swung around the
Hot
top of the
start.
5th. See at the top of the 5th, it sort of just comes all the way back to a
Okay.
50-50 proposition.
Yeah.
And then, the 8th and 9th inning, it's over. That's pretty hurtful. 5-0 at one point.
Oh, for the
In
Yanks.
an elimination game at home.
At home.
At home.
Swinging the bats.
Yeah, and so here's the thing. Walker, pretty excited.
Who the hell's Walker?
Bueller. He's a starter that came in and recorded the final 3
Isn't he all
outs.
hurt with the bad elbow?
Didn't look hurt last night. Look at him. Yeah.
Oh, his jaw's going to hurt.
He's very excited. Bit of a Yankees ouch. Ben Nicholson-Smith works for Sportsnet. He was covering the series. Here's where the pinstripes are left. They blow a 5-0 lead in a game that had the potential to haunt them and their fans for a while. The Dodgers champs. Yeah, okay, we already got that part. Let's keep moving. The Kings game was in LA. They threw it up on the Jumbotron, Dean. I know you want the full coverage here of the World Series. So you're watching the game. It's the intermission. There's the final play. We're going to be fired up in LA, right, Rhett? Give me the Zamboni driver. Fist in the air. Love it. Bam.
You've been there, Dean. Wait.
Yeah, we found that cigar club down there. We weren't there.
I was there for the draft.
Did you make it to the rink?
Jerk.
Yeah, you got
Pool party.
too much too soon for Dean in LA.
Yeah.
They're partying in the streets of LA.
Oh,
Prove it.
they always are.
I
Okay.
don't feel anything. I should take some more.
Okay. There's Satani himself. Moving on. Chopper going.
Oh.
Right. Don't hit the chopper now.
Oh.
Oh, geez, that was close. Lock down. Jeez. You're having fun in LA, boys. Doyers.
He said, let me get the fuck out of here.
All right, next video. What do we got?
There's nothing. From
So there was
game?
zero World Series
awesome.
coverage yesterday on the Pinder Report. We had fucking hippos, but no mention
Oh,
at
yeah,
all.
the Hippo,
Correction. Hippo hijinks.
2 fans steal a ball out of Mookie Betts' glove. Doesn't make the Pinder Report.
Oh my goodness!
Party is on, baby.
Woo!
Now they got traffic for real.
So Dean, aren't you just happy
It's
for
legal,
those
people.
In the
Dodgers
middle of
fans?
La Cienega. Wow. Party is on in LA. The Dodgers are world champs.
It's probably enough, hey, Jack? Well, maybe just one more. Okay, let's go to Vegas. Here's the Sphere, Dean, last night.
Oh.
As we
new
continue
building.
our World Series. Come on, it's brand new, fancy. I wonder what they can do.
It's real.
It's exciting. You excited for Ohtani? I know he's seems like a good guy. Tough news about his translator with a gambling habit, but I mean, this guy is squeaky clean. He deserves everything he's got. There it is. Holy, it's a World Baseball Championship and a trophy that matters in the same photo.
Neither one of them are any good.
Those are
I
terrible.
mean, the World Series trophy, we're all on record. Worst.
It's just
In pro
asking to get
sports.
broken or someone to get impaled. It's a horrible idea.
Yeah, we talked. If you're partying with that thing,
That's
it
a
could get
disaster.
right up into your come out through your mouth. Oh,
Yeah, someone falls on that. Good night, Irene.
Hey,
Need an ambulance.
stupid.
Very stupid. Yankees, they
had a chance.
Oh, they didn't. I mean, Grand Slam game 1
here's the thing.
That
Canadian.
was
Aren't
a
you happy for
killer.
Aren't you happy for Canada?
Well, I guess,
Yeah, his
yeah, I'm
mom's
happy for
Canadian,
him, I
whatever.
suppose. He's not.
Really Canadian. They played for them.
But the thing is, you go into every team, you're going to find somebody that's got a story that you can
No,
get behind.
even
and
in
be
the
surprised.
he went to Richmond, BC for a
Even-
tournament when he's 12.
even the-
Canadian.
I've never
Even the presidential race. Kamala.
She Canadian?
She was living in Montreal.
Oh,
Lived in
it's a
Montreal.
great city to live in.
Love Montreal.
Party time.
She's got your vote.
Here's the thing. The Yankees, at least they got Soto, right? Well, I mean, do you expect the Mets to sign you?
I mean,
Oh, get the sideways eyes, Jack.
That is a New York
It's an ignorant question.
dick question.
Well, let's hear the answer because, I mean, he's probably just going to say, I'm a Yankee for life, right? Like,
That's the whole video.
Do you expect the Mets to sign you? Like he has no control over it?
he did say that he's open to listening to offers from all 30 teams.
Of course he is.
Well, what is he stupid? Oh, here's $1 billion. Well, the
No
Yankees
kidding.
are giving me 500.
It's all right. Hey, I'm
Got some Aaron Judge
I
postseason
just gotta
highlights
wear
for
it.
you.
There's nothing I can do. You just wear it.
Judge.
What
He got him.
postseason it was.
1-2 pitch.
In City,
Got him swinging field.
Kansas City. In City. Kansas City. Oh, boy, it's not that bad. It's Cleveland.
Bad call.
Oh, that's a tough call. Not blame him on that one. That's Cleveland again. Again, that's their pitch. Cleveland. And it's Cleveland. Cleveland. Boy, how many years back is this for, Jack? Because there's a lot of strikeouts. Not the right kinds. Jeez. Oh.
Who's there for? Well, who's the last one? Stinks. You don't want to be the last out.
Here's the deal, though. When you have a facility like New Yankee Stadium, the events don't stop. You got to keep going. Let's check it out. What's Yankee Stadium live look today? Rhett, need your attention for this? There it is. It's now the Halloween storm for Wednesday.
It's all right.
Anyway, back to you, Dean. Thoughts on the World Series?
It's not my segment. Back to you, Ryan.
Okay. Thursday Night Football tonight.
Dick.
You want something scary? This matchup's pretty much it. Jets in prime time. They're favored by 2, Jack? How
They're
are the
coming
Jets?
on. They're coming on.
They're what?
I don't know.
They're not coming on. They looked like horse shit last week.
They got.
When can they start spinning these games out? It's like, okay, we thought the Jets were going to be
Thursdays. They don't. Sunday nights they flex.
Collins, Diggs injured. There's got to be a better option than this.
It's a tough sell to the rest of the teams if you say, "Hey, listen, could you spot in here on the
Thursday just real quick? Can you play tonight? What are you talking about? We got practice today, you asshat." So there's that.
Is that what they are?
They're
Jets?
not good. They're not good.
2-6.
They're horsebleed.
Their winningest quarterback in the last 5 seasons, I believe, is Zach Wilson last year, something like that. It's trash list. Gross. Milf Hunter. Some hardware up for grabs in the CPL and Calvary FC with some major nominations. I would expect Dan Klomp's got the inside track for Defender of the Year.
By the way, Klomp.
Klomper.
Don. Right to the top.
Don. He is Dutch.
He said Baboti.
Probably.
Well, who are the Dutch?
Well, he's from Holland.
Then what are the Netherlands?
Where is Holland?
Also, Tobias Warshevsky, the German, up for the Player of the Month. In fact, he won it. How about that? Good for you. Helps him to get a brace to secure the Golden Boot and then score the winning goal that sends you to the final. They will host the winner of this weekend's match between Atletico Ottawa and Forge, November 9 at Atco Field. Already approaching sellout. Do not rest on your laurels.
You are my guy.
I'll slide you the number. I don't know.
He doesn't want the number. He just wants you to get the tickets.
Well, I'm telling him he can call the guy if he wants to grovel for tickets. It's almost sold out. Let's move along.
From day one.
Day one.
One of the biggest supporters.
You were there day one.
Day one. Remember who they played day one?
Forge.
Okay. Wasn't Forge. Kuzmenko. We love his interviews. How about Kuzmenko on Halloween? This won't be boring. Let's tune in.
I don't like one moment. Host. What's it?
Ghost. Oh yeah.
Ghost. Yes.
Ghost.
Yes, because I see is one moment in my life. Yes. I play to same league in Russia, HL, in the second league in Russia. We have is hotel. Always live in a hotel. I'm sleeping single, but at night I know what's happened. I stand up and I see on the chair is one girl is look to me. Yes, and the little son on the door, down on the door. Yes, I see. What is it? What is happened? And for me, it's so scary because I first time I see. It's not big panic, but you know what's this happen? What's happen? What's I see? But after this moment, I talk with one girlfriend. She is the same girl. I remember this moment in my life. Yes, big panic. After this night, I don't sleep. Next day, I go to my friends. My friends, can you please sleep with me? And we have other bed, but can you please, because I am afraid.
Spooky day out there, Dean. Be careful.
So the girl was also seeing.
They both saw the ghosts. The child ghost.
The child.
Rhett, top 5 ghosts you've seen in your life.
I don't know. I did top 5.
Casper.
Casper.
Shane Gostisbehere.
Shane Gostisbehere.
Possibly still nice Halloween costume. Fellas must have had their party. Look at this. Oh, Marty. See, there's a good Joker right there. Love the purple, the bat, good makeup. Well done. What else we got? Former Flame loves Halloween. Zaddy, our boy. That's pretty on point. Okay.
I like that.
Yeah. Dean, I'm not sure if you can see any of this stuff, but it's Adam's family. Zadoro family. How about this in the Columbus office? Blue Jackets, you familiar? NHL team?
Mm-hmm.
Who's this just sliding by? The hell is this? Oh, that's just the GM Don Waddell on a scooter ripping through the office.
I like it.
Attaboy, Don. Oh my God.
like
What would Lou Lamoriello do? Like,
This is not
Is
happening.
Conroy taking
kneecaps
notes?
done.
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah, he's ripped. I didn't realize Don was so set up.
Oh,
Look at
yeah.
that. Jeez.
Yeah.
Doesn't never misses.
P90X.
Is that what it is? I hadn't heard that in years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. P90X. Jack, you're going to love this. Macaulay Culkin, still trying to stay relevant. We'll get to him in a moment, apparently, because look at the red zone costumes. How good is this?
Oh,
it's
Hey,
the
it's the
Octobox.
Octobox.
Yeah, yeah.
And honestly, does that look like the world's best girlfriend right there? She's smiling, and it's an Octobox. I mean, you don't need to hunt anymore. You've found your soulmate. That's awesome.
Yeah.
There's Jersey.
18 Sundays a year with
Browns.
your true love. Bad helmet. Now to Macaulay Culkin. Jack, just you take over here. What are we looking at here?
We are looking at Macaulay Culkin as Joe Burrow. And he kind of does.
It
Not
works.
bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's got it set up. A little scrawny here, Macaulay, but that's always been the vibe.
What does this guy do these days?
He's trying to stay relevant, like I was saying.
He was
He's famous for being a 6-year-old that screamed when his parents
that
went
Home
to,
Alone
Yeah.
royalty money is still just got to be pouring.
It's got to be awesome. But yeah, again, people are like, hey, can you do the line when you were 6? And he's like, holy shit, I'm a grown-ass man. It's child actors. It's a tough gig. Money's good, but they're all messed up, Dean.
They are all messed up. I think
Any
it
normal
might have
one?
something to do with Hollywood.
Yeah, probably a lot to do with that, to be fair. Okay, let's move. What else do we got? Oh, this costume slays. I need you to do this, Dean. I think Rhett's dog that you saved could do this. This is very Pinder Report-esque. You just throw some
shoveler
spider
would
legs
shite
right on the
yourself.
dog. And look at people flip out.
That's wicked.
And it gets even better because now you can stage things with your dog and people are going to lose their minds.
You know what? I don't
Look
even
at
want
this.
to be rude.
Hang
But
on.
if that
Do this.
That's not
The shoveler hates it. Oh,
I won't lie to you. That would probably be the same. I would probably do
Oh,
it
no, the web. Where's this
same
web coming
reaction.
from? The hell is this web?
the problem, and I'm being serious, if that's out,
Yeah.
I'm kicking that thing.
Yeah.
Like
Wow,
if it's near
that's
me,
true.
my
Yeah.
reaction is self-defense,
Yeah, that is true. Your dog might get
right? A swift boot.
an Adidas to the hind end.
To no fault of his own.
Hell of a, what an idea,
This
though.
is crazy.
This is genius. That just awesome.
What if somebody had arachnophobia and the elevator door opened like that? You might kill them.
Yeah, the wrong person might.
You'd have elevator phobia from that point on. I don't know the word for that. Yeah, you're never opening one of those doors again if that happens.
I'll take the stairs.
Yeah, I'll just stairs rest my life.
It's the Empire State Building. It's
Don't
fine.
care. Stairs.
Oh, that is
Put this
really something.
web here. Where am I? Finally, this is Rhett's scariest thing he's ever seen on Halloween. You got the shoveler to send it to me. It's the leave a tip option with 15, 20, and 25 or custom.
25%?
Horrifying.
25%?
And that is a spooky version of the Pinder Report, Dean.
Ooh.
Is that still a thing? Because there was a time where
I was off.
there was some tip bullying going on in your mind.
Yeah, I forget
It's
what the
not
reasoning
stopped.
was.
Certain
It was
places
well
think
thought
they're
out.
very fancy. They can ask for that.
Because there are some that it's
like
the
25%.
floor is 18.
Like, what are we doing here?
18%.
My group of 6?
You grabbed a Coke out of the friggin' cooler and handed it to
This
me.
is a to-go pickup. What are we
doing?
talking about? 18%.
I came to you. What's happening here?
You know what I saw when I was in BC this summer?
What's
I
that,
bought
Jack?
booze at the liquor store and I went to pay and it said leave a tip.
No.
Yeah, like what is that?
I mean, I guess
No.
good on them for trying.
The thing about
Right?
BC,
It's-
most of those are provincial ones. That can't be legal. This could be.
I don't
That's
even-
janky.
You're right. It's I don't know though. Like
Did you assist me in finding said bottle of Chardonnay or horse piss?
Yeah, like what if? And a couple days ago, I went to a place somewhere around here. You order the food,
Yeah.
and
it
then
up.
you sit down. Then they call your name. You go up and get it, and then sit down with it.
That's not 15%.
Are you tipping? Like,
If they're lovely and charming and it's a wonderful chat, you could give them 5% or
and
10
if they're
maybe.
and if
but-
they're not,
no, hell no.
they're making the food, putting it on a tray, and you come and get it. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
I tip everyone. Big tipper.
I was gonna
You
say
remember the old show and he had to backpedal for about 2
Yeah.
weeks straight?
Mhm.
Was not getting the feedback he liked on his no tipping policy back then.
You had boogs in all your burgers everywhere you went in town. Oh,
2016, Rhett, no tip. Only lasted about a month. Didn't go
I had
well.
a reason for. I can't recall what it was.
I think you were bullied into a tip.
That's what it was. Then you said, "That's it. I'm drawing a line in the sand. I'm putting my foot down." But now you're a big tipper, apparently.
Ah, huge. What's he doing over there?
He's just hydrating.
It's the Pinder Report. Keep
No,
going.
it's not. It's done. That's Village Honda.
Okay. Village Honda.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yeah, was he going to read?
No hippos?
What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
Hippo hijinks can't be every day.
That's a good point.
All right.
We had a lot of Yankees highlights to get through today. That was the problem.
Yeah, you sure did. Good work on that.
Did you notice that?
You want me to
Yeah.
read that for you, Dean?
Did you do all the editing for that and all the
Last
No.
night, Jack's like, the whole Pinder Report tomorrow should just be
you son of a
Dodgers.
bitch.
Boom will hate it. Well, it's good for the show.
The guy in the Yankee hat said that?
Yeah. Dressed up as a loser, I said.
That's so weird.
Look at this. You got a super chat, Jack. Holy. Rhett Costume Fund, $10.
Nice.
Ding.
I don't need costume fund. I got a great costume.
Could you find a pink mustache? That'd be unreal.
Is it a tip? Are
He
you
said
tipping
he's-
me
he's-
on
yeah,
my
he's giving you that tip.
Fund.
Yeah. The super chat, people seeing the dough. I said this the other day. We're working on something.
Mm-hmm.
I love working on something.
I know you do. So this will be news to you.
Right.
But we're working on something about the super chats, because what a super chat, Jack, is when people you send a little cash donation kind of a
tip.
deal.
Yeah, I
Little
think
tip.
YouTube takes part of it though, which kind of sucks.
of course they
Shocker.
But if you're thinking that we're just taking it and buying poutine with it, it's not what's happening.
Putting in jacuzzis and Learjets.
Yeah,
No,
it's
sir.
not happening. So details forthcoming.
It's going to go to a
Super
good
Chats.
spot that's going to make you feel
Yep.
proud, and you're going to want
Speaking
to
of
super chat
poutine,
more.
What about a brisket poutine? Because I made brisket yesterday and I got a lot left over.
Really?
I think that's a great move.
Huh?
Meats don't clash, and poutine and meat.
You made one? Wow.
You smoke it? What'd you do?
What'd you do?
Mm-mm.
Oven?
Mhm.
Low and slow?
Oh, yeah.
How long?
4.5.
Jeez.
What's wrong, Dean? Did you
Can't
finish the read?
No, that's good. The Great Clips inbox is going to be a little tricky.
Today is just very disheveled.
It's okay. It's Halloween.
My kid's having a party.
He talked you into it, did he?
He informed-
You might see some things at this party that is around the age that Halloween gets a little risque.
Is it the oldest?
Middle.
Okay, you're all right.
You're fine. Yeah, you're fine. So you're done going out with the kids now, right? Or does youngest need
Guidance?
Yeah.
No, he can't stand me.
Okay, and you have two boys that probably need some.
We'll be wandering
policing.
around collecting candy.
Well, he lives in the.
Yeah, they're handing out Rolexes and gold bricks.
We'll cross 14th Street and get
The only
into
problem with that, Dean, is that the
gold bars.
trouble people know that as well. So
Yeah.
they
It's
tend to
very
hang
busy in
around
these
areas.
These rather quiet neighborhoods get quite busy tonight.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they would for sure.
I should bring my crew down here and
So when your kids come home with the diamonds and
You need the safety deposit
gold bullion, is that tax? Do you have to put that on your
safe,
taxes? Or?
and then right to the safety deposit box tomorrow,
Right.
first thing.
Got it. Time for the Great Clips inbox. With more than 4,400 hair salons throughout the United States and Canada, Great Clips is the world's largest hair salon brand and official hair salon of the NHL. These salons, all of them, locally owned and operated, open 7 days a week, and they know that your time is valuable. They know it. So you've got the Great Clips app. You check in. Well, even before you check in, it's like, oh, look, there's one. You can see where it is near you, what the wait times are. You pick one, boop, you're in line. You're not there, but you kind of are. Magic. Opt in for the Ready Next text alert. You'll get a text when your wait time hits 15 minutes. For more information, check out greatclips.com. Great Clips. It's going to be great.
There's some really good ones in the comments already, Jack. Get starring.
Is there?
Oh, my God. I love that one.
All right.
Let's do it.
Nope, that's not it.
Okay.
Amount outstanding.
Here we go. Oh, that's not it. This one, where the hell was it?
Oh,
You do this one last week?
blind Boca.
This is from George.
Georgie.
Question for Retro. Seeing the behind-the-scenes footage of Lomberg in Florida and Calgary, how much does it help having someone with his kind of energy on the team? I can't help but think if Lombo was on the other team, the Oilers may have won the cup with how close it ended.
Oh.
Cheers from George.
They Lombo away?
Well, you got to remember that Lombo wasn't always even in the lineup.
That's
so
correct.
they do love the Lamborghini, and I also love the Lamborghini. And you got to have those guys that come in and out that everybody likes. So yes, the Lombo is majorly important.
Got it.
I don't know what the question really was, though.
Just how important is it?
Major
Those kind of guys. Conroy agrees.
Yeah, give him a couple of years, right?
$2 million.
Yeah, you got to have some energy, guys. Might be more important moving forward. Watching,
I would
these
think
guys
so.
now.
This is weird. This is from Big Hippo.
Huh?
The email address big.hippo.ltd@gmail.com.
They're kidding. I don't want to get in trouble with Big Hippo, Dean.
I know.
I don't want to get in trouble with Big Hippo.
Boomer, we have recently been reminded of your ludicrous assertion that you could sidestep a hippo. Whilst we at Big Hippopotamus respect the near mythical proportions of your calf muscles, you aren't sidestepping a hippo in any stadium, let alone McMahon. Sure, we think you'd struggle to sidestep Vince McMahon and not a young Vince McMahon. Old as balls, Vince McMahon. Got it. Yeah, how do you like that, Boomer, if that is indeed your real name? Less hippo slander.
Jeez.
More discussing why the Flames played with all the aesthetic appeal of a fucking smashed lasagna.
Oh, dear. Yeah, it's not pretty.
All the best. Lots of love. Derek O. Hippo you don't, Esquire.
Big Hippo weighing in.
Again,
more of a comment.
I don't feel like there's a question.
More of a comment.
Yeah.
Set you straight. That's the inbox, though. That's what you get sometimes.
Yeah, that's right. I knew as soon as we went there, I knew Big Hippo was going to come out of the woodwork.
Yeah,
they're not going to sit idly by and take that kind of
control the brand.
That kind of talk. Oddly enough, more Hippo. This is from Marty B. Marty Baracha.
Baran?
Hey boys, I texted this question into the old radio show years ago, but considering the recent conversations with hippos, it's worth asking again. A question my friends and I have been debating for over 15 years now. What would win in a fight, a polar bear or a hippo? We've decided on a location, a frozen swamp. I'm excited for your input on this unanswerable question. Your favorite P1, Marty. Marty B.
Marty, that's not neutral site. If it's frozen, that hippo is so out of its element.
I think you're right, Pinder.
Yeah.
And is the hippo very similar to the walrus? There's a tusk. There's a thick hide.
Yeah.
There's a girth.
They got a little.
I think the hippo moves better, but if it's on the frozen tundra, no, not going to move that well.
This to me screams polar bear. I'm
I
with
agree.
you. Yeah, to
We
me,
change
it's like
venues.
going to Lambeau
Yeah,
and
totally.
putting one team in cleats and the other in curling shoes.
And then it's snowing and it's -10.
because those big dumb
walrus
heaves of the hippo,
hoof
because they're
hooves.
flat on the
There's a
bottom,
hoof.
right?
It's a hoof, Dean.
Yeah, those flat hoofs.
they're built for river.
And they've
They're
got
like dress shoes.
They've got those toe things on the front, but I don't think you're getting any
No.
traction.
No.
The polar bear,
There's no flexion.
there's no flexion in the hippo hoof.
The coefficient of friction is entirely wrong
Yeah.
for ice.
So I mean, let's. Now I don't want to just take his question and kind of freelance with it, but what if we move the location? What if
It could change. I think
because the frozen swamp makes
That's home field
That's
for the
way
polar bear.
too
That's not
much
fair. We
in
need
there.
polar bear's
neutral
quite
sites.
good in the water, but I don't think as good as
No.
the hippo. So
Agreed.
the water, I think a hippo is gonna.
You need a marsh, but it can't be frozen.
boy. And you know what's crazy is I would say a bigger area because the cardio would
Yeah.
be in favor of the bear. But after yesterday's videos,
Hippos can move.
I feel like there's
They're not
the
one to give
stamina,
up.
the endurance is
Mhm.
probably lacking a little bit, but I mean, 0 to 60 short spurt, that hippo, he's nothing to trifle with.
It's a good match if we get it in the right venue.
You know what? I'll pay to watch that.
Yeah. I don't want to see Tyson in this influencer box. I want to see the hippo polar bear. You know, if we're going to make events pay-per-view, you'll take my money when you get
We're
hippo
gonna
polar bear. I'm not giving you a nickel for 80-year-old Mike Tyson.
Well, I was just thinking of Mike Tyson because remember he kind of had the saying or whatever. It was everybody's got a game plan until they
Yeah.
get punched in the mouth.
Right.
I feel like the polar bear would feel like I've got these claws. Look at me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's big, but he's
I'm
slow.
a big mean bastard.
All he would need to do is take that big hippo mouth and like slam it down once. Be like,
if he
oh,
did the
yeah, game plan changing.
I do like the ideas of those claws against the hippo's flesh or whatever we call it. You could open them right up, but you're right. It's that 5-foot
Yeah.
chomp radius is
got
dangerous.
to avoid that.
What about that skin? Do we assume it's
Impenetrable.
yeah?
I think it's great in water. I don't know that I like it in open air.
I got to imagine that those are two
Like a seal
similar type
kinda
of
thing?
hides.
Like the type of animal a polar bear kills all the time.
Yeah.
Seal.
Yeah, when
It's seal-esque.
the orcas flip them up into the air, flip them up into the air like that.
Now?
They grab them with their mouth and then they flip them up
Yeah,
into the
like
air.
that.
Now,
Yeah.
someone's noting
I've
there's a
seen that.
massive weight discrepancy here. We're talking
Oh, I would-
6,000
yeah.
pounds difference, probably.
He's not sitting on the polar bear.
I mean, it'd
Better
be a
hope
good
not.
move if he could.
Better hope not. If you're the polar bear fan.
Thank goodness for the Great Clips inbox.
Get these things answered finally.
Can we please get an update on Jack and his relationship status?
No.
Is he
It's up to
single?
Jack.
Don't
Because we care.
Don't read it, Dean. Don't
It's up to
read
Jack
it.
to answer those questions. Not
Subject
us.
line: Jack's love life.
Yes, I'm still very single. I have a question.
Uh-oh.
What is the appropriate amount of like dating websites or apps to be on?
0.
Just 0?
You're talking to the wrong demographic.
Yeah.
I don't know that either of us are of the age we'd ever even have been on one of those once. It was not
Like
technologically
I've got buddies
around
that
when we
are
were
on like
single.
4 different ones. I'm like, that's probably like,
Are
can
they
you be
dating
that guy?
apps or are they the other type of
Are they
app?
hookup
Or the-
apps. Depends what you're looking for. Maybe you have an app to find your wife and another one for your Friday night. It's 10
Like-
p.m. and I'm bored.
Farmers in
Yeah,
love
sure.
app?
Christian Mingle?
Yeah.
There is the farmer one, right?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
whatever
would
you
think
want.
that there's you can't trust everything on the internet, Jack.
Yeah, that's a good point right there, Rhett.
Yeah.
I just want you to be happy, Jack.
Then you show up at a diner or something. It's like we're using some kind of a filter.
That's not
Great
You are not you.
That's not a
I know
photo of you at all.
You may think you're you.
That's somebody's best photo. It ain't even your best photo.
What was that one where if you were married, you could get on
Oh,
there
that was
and-
the Ashley Madison.
That's
right?
what it was.
Yeah, that went down big
And then
time.
it
Big
got-
Is it
documentary.
down?
There's a huge
I
doc about
wondered
it.
why I hadn't got it.
A lot of people went down.
Yeah,
A lot of
it's
people went
weird.
down with that website.
Yeah.
You wouldn't be surprised to hear. Yeah.
I was just checking out the software.
Yeah.
I had an idea for
They-
a .com.
They got my email.
You did, eh? All right.
Not ideal, that one.
We'll go into the
Not
comments. Man deep.
Jack, seriously.
Uh,
Don't trust those things.
see now this one here. Did you donkeys not know Mood Dang is a she, not a he? You guys kept saying he. From this guy here is dead.
Sorry, who is it from?
This guy here is dead. What the like? Didn't know about this. Like, kind of knew it's a baby hippo. And
Yeah, Moodang.
You didn't know it was a female.
We're not part of the fan club.
You know what? No, I didn't.
We don't have Moodang crypto. We're
I
not
don't even like
that
Moodang.
hardcore into
Moodang
Moodang.
can Get out of here.
He or she.
Moodang will be polar bear food.
Do you think any less or more of Moodang, whether it's male or female? It's
clearly
still a
this-
cute
We're in
hippo.
a non-judgmental.
I have no opinion on the gender at all.
You didn't know that this
You didn't.
trending baby hippo is a female?
This guy here is dead.
Smarten up.
You didn't know.
It's a good stage name, though.
Since everything has a tipping option, can I ask for a tip when I listen to people talk?
If you're good at it, you probably could.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, if you're singing in Nashville, you get a little.
Yeah.
You fill up the 20s if you want.
Oh, I want to show you something.
Do it.
Nashville?
Yeah. This is from Stu.
My uncle?
No, unless his last name is McLeod.
I'd have changed it.
Pinder explained the Hubie contract last night, but what can we do with Hubie?
Well, you can't buy him out. Was the moral of the story.
Yeah.
It's all signing bonus money, so you get almost no relief at all, and you double the term in which you're paying him, and he's got 7 years left on that behemoth.
If you're Hubie, do you go as Scooby-Doo today?
Hubie, Scooby. I like that. That's really good.
It's just
wow.
back-to-back Scooby-Doo things with you.
It's Halloween. This is what Rhett is. Remember, he said if he was Huska, he would have them in costumes last night. This is his time to shine. It's the end of October where Rhett's value is massive to an NHL club. Look at all these great ideas.
How long's this season? Don't worry about it. Retro's making it fun for you.
That's right. You dressed up as Moo Dang
Then I got
in
married
Salt
to
Lake.
The fun police.
Your fun police are funner than most people's fun police.
Really? I was going to say that. You're all right. From Kim, who's the worst cook between Rhett, Boomer, Pinder, or Jack?
It's down to Jack and I, no question.
We should have a jack off with
Jeez.
I didn't mean
this guy here.
a cooking competition.
Oh my God.
Where Pinder and Jack have to cook something for us.
Big up, stupid.
That's
What the hell is wrong with you, you?
Cut my mic.
What the hell's going on out here?
Okay. Read another question.
You blew it! This guy here is dead.
I'm not real technologically smart.
You're
What? Top 5 Halloween candy. We said we kind of threw it out there yesterday. It is Halloween. Rhett's top 5. It's inside the Great Clips inbox, but we'll allow it.
Listen, I'm not a candy guy. You guys know this,
That's
right?
yeah.
Well, how about treat?
No. I'm just explaining that I'm not like, who was it the other day? Frank said he's not a chocolate guy. He's a sweet and sour kind of, and I'm not that. Now, I will go number 5 being the gummy bear. I do like gummy bears. Just a solid choice.
Now, is that a Halloween candy? I don't want to nitpick.
Ryan loves gummies.
Yeah.
Well, isn't everything a
fungus?
I should do top 5 worst, maybe, because the Tootsie Roll is way up.
No,
Let's
is it
do
top,
both right now.
Is it top 5 worst or bottom 5?
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Best, worst. 5 Tootsie Roll.
Oh,
Worst.
That's the number 1.
Oh,
worst.
it's number 1.
I hate Tootsie Rolls. Anyone that number 5 is the popcorn ball. Worst.
Oh, that is bad. Yeah.
Lame.
Which is weird because you love popcorn.
What about the candy apple? That's got to suck.
That was my next
Good.
worst.
Got to have that in there.
Number
What
3,
sucks?
money. Some
What?
losers give you a quarter and it's like,
What?
What do you, please.
Really?
Could you fire them too, the money people? Because they can't be doing Halloween anymore.
You blew it!
Yep.
Okay.
And those, I forget what they're called. There's a name to them. They're just little cheap, hard candies that crush up like
The rockets? The
yes,
dissolvable rockets?
yes,
I actually kind of like the rockets. I'm guilty on that.
Of course you do. Be that kid when you were young.
So gummies, bag of chips, love chips.
Well, you like the chips.
Number
now.
4.
For mom and pop Pinder, that'd be like leaving a loaded handgun around the kitchen if there were rockets for this kid. Yay, 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 yay. I can imagine you on freaking sugar high.
Number 4. Can you get right in
All
here?
right, number 4, you had.
No, you're over this way more.
All right, so this is the best.
Yes, now the
Now
best.
the best.
Gummy,
Chips.
chips.
I also enjoy. This is where I'm battling between 2 and 3 here. I'll go coffee crisp. The
So
coffee
good.
crisp. Number 4, Bailey's and hot chocolate.
Oh, well played.
And number 5, Jello shot.
Makes it look easy. this the shovelers?
God, that was smooth. You just slid 2 drinks in right at the end. That's awesome.
I know my crowd.
Wow.
Yep. We don't recommend giving out Jello shots or Baileys and hot
what
chocolate.
you got to do.
Just got ID at the door.
That's right.
What do you think, Jack?
Number 1.
The best Halloween candy?
Yeah, number 1. Just your best and worst.
The worst is the people that tried and like give you something healthy, like a granola bar or
I
something.
didn't even go down that. I don't
Tootsie
want to
Roll.
frickin' toothbrush.
Don't empower those people.
Yeah, we're
Don't
not talking
acknowledge
about that. You're not a real person.
Tootsie Roll, favorite's a Kit Kat.
Yep. Well played.
Ryan?
Coffee Crisp and Kit Kat, either are unreal. Tie-break
Both
could be-
wafers. Where are they on Twix then?
No, too sweet. Too rich.
Really?
Too caramel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Although if this is the mini size,
Yeah.
okay. Because the full size, I'm like, it's too much.
And
But
there's 2 in there, so it's
that's
like
right.
double a size.
It's twins.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wider wiener.
I'm going to say, yeah, it's Coffee Crisp number 1.
And worst?
Yeah.
Kit Kat 2. And worst is Tootsie Rolls brutal. Just awful.
Yeah, I'm
Awful,
with you on the
awful,
Rockets. It feels like it's just come on, no one wants this anymore.
Yeah.
It's not the 70s. There's good treats out there. Yeah, if I look at the bowl, I still like the Arrow bar.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the
Arrow's
texture of
good.
the Arrow.
It's
The
light.
crunch,
Yeah.
light. Love the Coffee Crisp. Love the Kit Kat. Also enjoy the caramel, but very sweet. You can't.
Rich again.
Yeah, you're not having many of them.
The Halloween size is good for the
Yeah,
caramel.
it is.
Because
It's a
a
good
full
size.
bar will
Yeah.
set you down.
Yeah.
Whereas a little one, like that's right on the spot.
Yeah.
I'll have 2 squares, not 8.
You may have 2 squares, but boy, you could hammer 50 and 20
How do they get the
little
caramel?
Kit Kats. What's that?
How do they get the caramel?
I don't know, Jack. Do you have
Jack,
any?
can
Did
you,
call someone about the caramel secret?
I thought we unearthed that 20 years ago. I was watching TV.
And worst? The Rocket, you said?
Yeah, I don't like the Rockets.
That's right, I forgot you said that.
Tootsies are just
Sorry.
so bad. It's not
Yeah, it's
way out there, but they're so bad.
You
What
just
about-
know that whatever's in
Just
those
rancid
both of those
chocolate.
is just leftovers from good stuff.
It's the floor sweepings of the candy
Yeah,
factory.
it's
well, there you have it.
Good question.
Yep, good stuff. Good stuff. That is the Great Clips inbox. Get the Great Clips app. Whatever you go to your app store, right? If you're are you an Android, are you an Apple, whatever you're doing, it's not hard. Go in there, get the app. 7 days a week. Get the you're going to be able to see. You're going to turn on your location. I know you don't. But for it to work, they got to know where you are. Okay, now here's the Great Clips locations near you.
Sweet.
Here's the wait time. You can click on it. You're in the queue. Is it online or inline?
inline.
You'd be online in the line.
Yeah.
You have to go online to get in line.
That's right.
Opt in for the Ready Next text alert. They'll text you when you're about 15 minutes out.
Easy.
For more information, check out greatclips.com. Great Clips, it's gonna be great.
That's a great one today, to be honest.
Was it?
Real
Great
good.
inbox.
Yeah, it was good. And again, if you want to take part in next week's segment,
Yeah.
you can send us an email. greatclipsinbox@flamesnation.ca.
Also nice to hear from this guy here is dead. I was worried how he
Yeah,
was
this guy
doing.
here is dead. Yeah. With his moo dang criticism. How can you guys be doing a sports podcast?
You
and
don't
not
even
realize?
know. You losers.
I wondered if this is what it was going to be. Ken is saying Rhett has the Burt Reynolds look from Boogie Nights. I wondered if you were going to be
I was, but
maybe the Bandit or
I thought about it.
Or Tom
Nice.
Selleck
That was a film.
with those nut hugger shorts that he would always
I'll
wear.
be honest. This was hanging on the balcony because the kid tried it on and it was too big. And then I was walking by this morning and said, "That'll do."
Yeah.
It's hot though.
Daryl is the Jack. All right.
Thanks, Daz.
Sorry.
That's probably about it.
Sorry.
Are you going out trick or treating, Jack?
Come on, Jack. What are you gonna do?
Jack, yeah.
No, I'll be at home watching football.
Oh, he
and
loves the Jets.
No,
Yeah.
you're not.
handing
You're not
out-
gonna stay home and watch that. What is wrong with you? Get out there.
Will you be
What-
having candy for kids, or is it lights out?
You know, me and my roommate really debated that yesterday, but I went to Sobeys. I got to step up for the kids.
Go to Costco?
Oh, look at that for the
Attaboy.
kids.
I don't
Hey,
know,
round of
Costco
applause for Jack.
and get the big bags.
Good for you, Jack.
As high as a kite with his power through all of it himself.
You doing some Aaron Rodgers ayahuasca tonight for the Jets game? No. Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we should do that at a Christmas party.
How long does that stuff last?
Who cares?
Well, I need to know.
I don't think ayahuasca is the one to do. It does last a while.
Yeah, there's some other
That's why I'm
things where
concerned.
they put you under lock and key for a while. Make sure
know.
you don't go out canvassing the neighborhood.
Without pants.
Can be awful. You talk about the dog with the
one of the cop dads
nice
last night was telling me
costume on.
about the stuff that they had to deal with some of these folk that get into it. Tough gig.
Yeah, it can be.
Tough gig.
Remember the Curb episode where they go trick-or-treating to Larry David's house and he's like, you guys are too old. They're not wearing you're not wearing costumes. You're too old. The next day he wakes up and they've toilet papered his trees, spray paint bald fuck on his garage door. So funny.
Is that your favorite show?
It's up there.
It is.
It's
up
just
there.
so.
How many seasons are we at now?
12.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah.
13
Is the last
did they
season
do?
just wrapped?
Because they did like 9 again.
Well,
and then
they
they stopped and then they did a few more.
Yeah, they just kept throwing money at Larry until it's like, all right, we'll do another few episodes. But
So good.
Jack, is there anything else we bet 365, eh?
Oh, yeah.
All right, bet 365. Well, I better do it. Bet 365, it is the world's largest sports betting platform. Open an account with Bet 365 today. Huge range of markets, guys. Download the app. Use that promo code right there, Nation, when you sign up. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet 365. It might make tonight's game interesting.
It's going to help.
Or you watch hockey. You got, 8 games, something like that tonight? How
Oh, you're
about
gonna do the 8-game
Oilers,
parlay?
Preds? We talked about this volatile one. Somebody's going to be miserable coming out of Nashville tonight. Leon Draisaitl without Connor McDavid, 2 or more points, plus 195. You've seen this before. Leon will step up if his, Batman gets hurt. Robin's going to step in and have to roll up his
Want
sleeves.
to be a Robin?
And then, is there other duos, famous duos that you'd like to bring in there? Batman
Starsky
Robin,
and Hutch.
Starsky and Hutch.
Laurel and Hardy.
At some point in every
Hull and Oates, like noodles.
Yeah.
if Hull's got a bad voice, Oates is gonna have to help out a bit.
Who was the Wham people?
Yeah, we don't forget the guy's name.
George Michael.
And then 2 bad teams could make for an exciting game. Blackhawks and Sharks. I'm taking over 6. Both these teams have gone over that total 3 of the last 4.
Strong.
A lot of defense there between Chicago and San Jose is my hunch. Let's see how it goes. Minus 110.
You can use those bets. You don't need to. There's a ton on the app.
So many.
We've told it we love the app. It is the best. Download it. Use the promo code NATION when you sign up and open that new account. Whatever the moment, it's never ordinary at Bet365. Now, you were saying the Jets are favored, what, -2?
Yeah, I
Is that what it
saw that
was?
this
Yeah.
morning. -2 for
I
the
know.
Jets. I'm like, because Houston's good.
They must really.
Injured.
They're definitely dinged up, but they still got Joe Mixon, and that Jets run D is vulnerable.
Yeah.
Also, I could see a lot of Dalton Schultz tonight. Jets are excellent against wideouts, but a little leaky against tight ends.
Because the Jets themselves should be full strength, pretty much, right?
Yeah, they just
another
aren't
week
good
for
at
another week for
stopping the run.
Adams potentially. Brees Hall is
Adams,
decide to use
Lazar, Williams, and Wilson. There's lots of targets for Aaron. He's
Curtis.
running out of excuses. And Brees Hall and the other guy, Braylon Allen, they no lack of talent at the skill positions.
Big Jets.
Oh, yuck.
Jets win.
Jets win.
Really?
Jets are.
I think so, yeah.
This is-
Well, the savant
this
has
is a-
spoken over
this
this.
is
-2 or a money line?
This is a great. This is.
It's gotta go
a great
-2.
spot.
-2, yeah.
J-E-T-E Jets.
All right. Well, be safe.
Mhm.
Hey,
If you're driving around, and again, it's a podcast, so I don't know when the hell you might be watching this in
just be safe.
February of 25, but slow down.
Weird.
You got lots of time to get to where you need to be. Kids are so excited today. They're dressed up. Some people wear costumes they can't even see straight.
Huh?
Like their vision's impaired. They can't see.
That doesn't seem safe.
It's not recommended. Don't do that with your kids for sure, but just slow down. Keep your eye open for kids. You're going to get to where you need to be. Just
There's some Darth Vaders out there. They're going to be hard to see on
Yeah.
the road. So just
and
take
there
it
are
easy.
there are some D-bags out there. So go through your kids' stuff before they just pile into it.
Razor
still
blades.
a thing,
Perfect.
yeah?
I always
It is-
wanted.
I think it is. Yeah.
I don't think it's a thing.
You don't think it's a thing?
I think there's like newscasts every year, and I'm like, I don't know that that's what are they? Is it 1 in a million? I don't know. But yeah, you should look through your
I don't
kids'
want to be the
bags.
one.
So yes, then. Or no.
I'm with you.
Okay. Press thing. Jack, press thing.
You need to be more like a dog. We don't need a bunch of cats in here. Yeah, be a dog.
Love that one.
That's the wrong one.
That's the wrong one.
That John Denver's full of shit, man.
That ain't it. Just give me.
Can't see it. It's
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry.
Just keep pushing.
Boca Batman.
See you, buddies.